And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Where's our intro music? You're coming in with your mad music. It's the madness. The madness. Guess what, Eric? I was thinking while we were watching tonight's game, I was thinking, who could we get? Who could we get? The big, the radio guy or the TV guy, whose voice emulates Giants baseball. I said, geez, I wish we could bring back Vincent Price. He'd be like, oh, Giants baseball. Oh. It sucks, Eric. It sucks. The pitching didn't, but
welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Postgame, game one versus San Francisco Giants versus the San Diego Padres. All right, first off, I'm gonna put out a disclaimer.
Oh,
it's a disclaimer time. It's disclaimer time.
Lock up the kids.
Thank you. Yes. For those of you who have small ones, for those of you who don't want to hear blasphemous type language, I beg of you to turn it off for a little bit, because it has to be done. When there's a game like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Giants suck.
What in the hell is going? Please get the bases fucking loaded, and you can't score a damn run. One run. Come on, what is going on? What was it, the first inning, right? Was it the first or second inning? You get the bases loaded. You get a free out. It should have been an out. Willie Domwitz was out at second base. I don't know what the hell the umpire saw in New York, but holy shit, that guy was out. So here you go. You got the bases loaded. You got 4 outs, and you can't score a fucking run? Come on, dude. What do you got to do? Dude, I'm tired, dude. It's been a long time since I had one of these. And I didn't think I was going to have to do one of these in a while, Glenn, because this is absolutely just, this isn't baseball.
It's woeful.
What is this?
It's woeful.
What is this, man?
Atrocious, woeful.
First off, you do these stupid ass freaking roster moves. You send down Mato, so your fourth outfielder is now Encarnacion, right? Encarnacion is now your fourth outfielder. So your bench now consists of Encarnacion, Toss, Schmidt, and Huff. So where's your fourth outfielder? Encarnacion, right? You
poor Matos. Oh my God.
You pitched him for him with Yastrzemski. So now in right field at the end of the game, in a 0-0 freaking game, you put the worst possible right fielder in all of baseball in right field at Oracle Park. Thankfully, none of that. There wasn't anything hit to right field where Encarnacion had to do something weird. It's pathetic. And
Cole Koss is a good minor leaguer. How about that? He's not a good.
Come on,
Koss should be in the minors.
He should have been dealt, or not dealt, but DFA'd or reassigned, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Not
I don't think anybody was going to pick him up.
Not Matos. Come on.
And poor Matos
needs to play. And
Eric.
Guess what, Glenn? And you know what? With him going down, if they don't bring him up in 20 days, he's out of here. He's a free agent.
Oh, then they'll move Koss and bring him back. But you know what? I was thinking today, and I could be an ofer in this statement, an ofer out of bounds. But what is it? Is it every time Matos hits a home run, it's the next day he's sent to the minors? It just seems like that.
He just didn't have a home run. He had 2 hits, and he had a great running catch out in center field.
What is it about the guy the guy has a great stretch? I mean, it was one game yesterday, but he hits a home run. He had an electric day in a loss, and what happened? Or no, we won. An electric day, and what happens?
Exactly. Yeah, you know what? You bring up this guy. I'm not going to even play the whole damn thing because he didn't do a thing. He didn't do a thing.
I couldn't even get a refreshment.
Wait until Encarnacion comes back. What did he do? He did nothing. He did nothing. And why is Wade? First off, why was Wade in the starting lineup? What's going on, guys?
Well, Schmidt didn't look much better.
Look, I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to stay calm. But I cannot stand watching this. This is horrendous. You got Logan Webb pitching his ass off. 8 innings.
Beautiful.
No runs.
Beautiful.
7 strikeouts. Right now, they're saying he is second, right behind freaking Paul Skeens in winning the Cy Young at this particular time.
Gotta be.
What is going on, dude? I mean, even Alex Pavlovich was freaking trolling the Giants. Who's ever seen that before? Anyone ever see Alex troll the freaking Giants?
Mr. Positivity.
Dude. Come on, man. You get all these damn opportunities and you can't come through. Oh, damn, dude. Glenn, I don't have an answer. I don't.
And you know what, Eric? And I know what? I know you're good. It sounds like I'm making excuses, but I think it's mismanaged as well.
Well, there you go. Fair enough. I can't disagree.
I mean, who makes this lineup? I still believe that some days they pick it out of a hat, Eric. Like Wade, I know, dude. I know you're frustrated today with Encarnacion. But the guys in the chat were, when he comes back, he's going to, lead us to the promised land. But then, in all due respect, I honestly thought you'd see him at first, or you'd see him at DH, or I said they're going to get him right into the lineup and shake things up. And then when Wade trotted out, I kind of scratched the old temple. It's a weak lineup, Eric. It's a weak lineup when they're playing well, right, in my opinion. Right. But when they're and I know you did it on the hot corner last night. You did it the prior night with us. You had that I don't know what you would call it, the line score of the epiphany of the Giants.
Oh yeah.
4-1, 4-0. Add a 0 to it, Eric.
Add the 0 to the end of that bullshit. Yep. Add an end.
Can they not score a run? They've got to be the most and I hate to use this over and over, but they have to be the most inept and woeful run-producing team in baseball. And you're trying to win every day with pitching. Every day. You can't have an off day with pitching. Or
you can't. Or you can't even... You can have an on day and you're still not winning. He didn't allow one damn run. And you can't score one freaking run. One.
A contusion to the hand. So they'll rush. I said to Eric in the green room, I said, he's got a contusion. They'll be rushing him back. We can get him back in there, Eric. I know it's dude, what do you even say? I mean, it's hard to do a show like this.
Glenn, I don't know.
We got to talk. We have to talk for the next 90 minutes about Logan Webb now because there ain't nothing else to talk about.
There's nothing else to talk about.
Jeez.
The Padres look horrendous out there too.
Ladies and gentlemen, the San Francisco Giants suck.
Yeah.
I like it. $2 at the local dollar store.
Hello. Hello.
It's got a good sound to it. It's the most positive thing I've had today was buying a $2 cone
that I could turn into a microphone because the Giants suck.
Here's my highlight.
Tell me this. If this is the type of moves that they're making for the roster, do you really expect something special to happen at the trade deadline? Seriously? Do you really expect something big to happen at the trade deadline when you're making moves like these, where you're keeping Wade around for whatever reason?
And you know what? To be honest with you, Eric, I think when you're showing such a lack of confidence in Luis Matos, it really is a signal to other teams. Maybe I shouldn't be dealing for that guy.
Yeah, it could be.
Or maybe, well, they're not doing Eric. They haven't pumped him up. Well, what is his trade? Well, I don't want to get into that shit, but what's his trade value when you go? Yeah, we got to demote him.
He has none.
Turning him into a career minor league.
This is ridiculous. Now,
geez, I'm going to have a fun.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start from Logan Webb. A better start. And what do you go out there? You go out there and freaking shit the bed.
Yeah. Geez, if it wasn't for a few stolen bases, we weren't even getting anybody in scoring position tonight, Eric. And I thought the official, dude, what is it about New York? What is it about New York? Every time I watch a game and I go, oh, geez, even the announcers, oh, gee, the Padres announcer, oh, he's out. Wait, he's safe. He's safe on the replay in New York where they get to watch it over and over and angles and slow-mo, and they still get it wrong.
Yeah, I don't know how they be. Adames was out. Period.
Yes, that's why I know. Again,
yeah, he was.
I don't sound like Mr. Negativity now, but I'm calling him out.
No, you're not. No,
call a spade a spade.
He was out. Come on, he was out.
And then the Jung-hoo. I said, geez, usually I have to take a break to go to the fridge. I could have went to the local Tim Hortons 2 miles down the road. It was like a 10-minute. I mean, he was safe.
Oh yeah. He was. Yeah.
I think the umpiring and the whole it's got to be overhauled, man. It's stunk.
Brian comes in there. Did you see the entire team pissed at the? I did. Did you see? I don't know if you got it. Did you see the shot in the dugout when the final out?
I was watching the Padres game because it was so woeful listening to the Giants. Oh, everything about the Giants. You were obviously see. I got the MLB package, and I get to flip around to kind of get the feel of other teams. Eric, I watched the first 3 or 4 innings, and what is it about the superstars when Adames gets out or has an 0-4 day? The announcer, well, he had an off day, Eric. He's coming around. It sounds like half the chat every night. It's nothing but so I went over to the Padre game, and they gave me more knowledge of the Giants than the Giants broadcasters just making excuses, Eric.
Well, usually Kuiper's usually really straight on. It's Kruko that kind of gets a little bit
painting a rosy picture of
he does
black and white movie.
But real quick, but anyway, so what, Brian? You saw Ramos had his hands on his side of his head, just like couldn't believe what he was watching. Ridiculous. Rob, thank you, sir, for $2. At what point does Posey make Burrell a scapegoat?
Somebody will be.
Somebody's gonna be. Rob, that's a great point, man. Thank you for the $2. But yes, that may come. That very well come. I mean, of course, they're not going to blame the players, even though it's the players' fault. But we all know that there's going to be a scapegoat, 100%.
And hey, 100%. Justin, if you weren't with us the last few nights, I know we don't have superstar. We don't have a star. I'm just reiterating. I'm piggybacking on what Buster Posey. Oh my God, our shortstop he's a superstar talent, Eric. He threw one today. I thought was going to Oakland,
dude. And
there's offline. They said I think that was 14 feet up the line.
Glenn, eat the single. He wasn't, even if he made the throw, the guy was going to be safe. Eat the single. But no, you went and gave him an extra base. Thank God he didn't score. And yes, Jung-Hoo Lee is looking pretty, what's the word? Woeful.
Although I still want him in our lineup over someone else's.
Well, I tell you what, let's take
he's the best of a bad bunch, as George would say.
Dude, I already know I'm gonna get fucking pissed off. Sorry for that.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, the F-bombs are flowing tonight. Take it away, Eric. Let's get the stats.
I already know it when I'm gonna lose it.
Today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
And here we go, the final. San Diego 1, the San Francisco effing Giants 0. San Diego 34-24. San Francisco 33-27. San Diego 1 run on 6 hits, came into 10th. Giants 0 runs with 5 hits. The winner, Suarez. The loser, Walker. Ramos with 1 hit. Lee with 1 hit and 3 strikeouts. Flores 1 hit, also got hit by a pitch. Koss was a pinch runner.
You did it to me again. Pepsi right up the nose.
Did it? Well, when I
the San Francisco fucking Giants.
I
never gobble your pop down when he's doing it. Eric's on fire tonight. Oh, hey, wait. Are you going to do the rest of the? You're going to do the rest, are you? You're going to go through the stats, right?
Yeah. Just going through.
I think it's appropriate, Eric. I think it is. Are you ready?
Going off the rails.
Yeah, okay.
Eric with another epic sports take.
I should have done that right off the rip. I was too pissed to even think about it. Chapman, 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts.
Okay.
Yastrzemski, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Encarnacion, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Adames, 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Wade got hit. Schmidt, 0 for 2 with a strikeout at a key time. Bailey had a hit. He started the rally in the 10th.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald, 0 for 5 freaking hits. 10 strikeouts.
That's it. That's it. I'm going to the Valkyries game, man.
1 for 12 with freaking runners in scoring position. Horse shit. Webb, 8 freaking innings, man. Only 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks, no earned runs. His ERA is now a 2.5. Rodriguez, awesome inning, 2 strikeouts. Walker, unfortunately, gave up the run, but it wasn't earned because of the Manfred rule. And yeah.
We'll win tomorrow. Chardall's going tomorrow. We'll win tomorrow.
Am I missing something? Here we go. Oh,
Fuji. Did you do the pitching? I missed that.
Yeah, I just went right through it.
That was quick. Whoa, I was reading the chat. I'm like, what about the pitching? Sorry.
I already didn't know. It's all good. Fuji brings in $2. Thank you, sir. Good news. Jung-Hoo Lee will opt out in year 4 at this rate.
Actually, Eric, it was around the 8th. Remember, in the 9th, and he struck out. I thought of that. You know what I thought, Eric? I thought, maybe he's going to be content. Dude, is there anywhere else in Major League Baseball where the crowd revels around a player like Jung-Hoo? That's all I could hear echoing through my surrounding. Jung-Hoo Lee.
People are
love him. Maybe he'll like it there.
And the problem is, he didn't come through. He didn't come through, man. There was times we needed a hit from Jung-Hoo, and he didn't come through.
Oh, don't shit on Jung-Hoo now, Eric. The guy's come through. He and Wilmer have come through often enough for me. It's the guys who haven't come through at all. At all.
Lee is now batting .275.
Oh, what's Chapman batting? Because he did
234.
How is he not at 200 yet?
Yastrzemski is now down to 237.
And that's the best of it.
Here you want to hear the best? Adames 206. Wade 167. Schmidt 186. Bailey 188.
Adames superstar. Eric.
Superstar.
My ass.
Oh man, dude, I don't even know what to do. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This pisses me off.
Willie Adames is not a superstar. Got it? Know it? Live it.
He is not a superstar.
And hey,
I still can't even believe that Buster is such a he's an all-star. He's all of famer. To call him a superstar, it kind of.
So what's going on? Hey, Seuss, I agree with you. San Diego, I guarantee you, they're going to make a move. They're going to make a move. Maybe not anytime soon, but they're going to make a move because San Diego does that.
Yes, last year they went out and got that first baseman, Arias. When I was watching him strut around first base tonight, I said, boy, he'd look good in a Giant uniform.
Didn't they got some relievers too? Tanner Scott. Didn't they they went out there and got Tanner Scott as well last year. I can't remember. Was that a trade? Guys, you're going to have to refresh my memory. Crisis. I know you're a Padres fan. I think they traded for Tanner Scott too.
Okay, here. Is it safe to say the good teams? The elite teams, Eric. The elite teams, especially at the trade deadline. The elite teams go out, they get better. The teams that are really bad try to get better. And then there's the Giants.
This is I'm right? Telling you, man, all I'm doing is every time I keep thinking about this, I get more and more pissed off. I hate this. This is horrible. This isn't just about one game either, man. Look what we've been watching for the last 2 weeks. It's been absolute horrendous baseball. As far as the hitting is concerned,
they shouldn't have used up all those runs in Chicago in the 10th inning.
And you know what? Hey, maybe instead of freaking having Doval do back-to-back 4-out saves, maybe he could have came out here in the damn 10th inning instead of freaking Ryan Walker. Right? Why wasn't Doval out there?
Tight game. There you go.
And I'm telling you, I don't see the.
Oh, when Walker came in, I was thinking of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. When I saw, I was like, there's no way they're bringing in Walker.
I was thinking of you. They showed I don't know. They show. See, again, it's hard to have this rapport when I'm watching the Padre broadcast. You're watching the Giants. When they showed a clip, the two guys warming up in the bullpen. I don't know if they showed that on your broadcast. I thought, no way. Are you thinking about Walker in this tight a contest?
They didn't show Walker warming up.
They did on the Padre broadcast, and I thought, all right, he's just, you know what? He's up for he's just limbering because they're going to bring in Rodriguez, who was beside him. And then I said, you know what? We keep it alive. Then you get Rodriguez, then you warm up Duvall and let the chips fall. But dude.
Ocean says 2 controversial replays in our favor. Bases loaded, nobody out. Even Angels in the outfield can't save us. Ibrahim chimes in, says, I don't know why everyone is so worked up. I was nice and calm all night. Was very reasonable when talking to Eric. Just so you know, those are lies. Those were, Glenn. I'm telling you, my phone was blowing up all over the place, dude.
Oh, you must have sore fingers. You were texting me.
Oh my God, I was texting everybody, dude. Oh, I cannot believe it.
I think there were a few fucks in my text. I'm gonna have to clean out my texts. There were a few fucks by text too.
Yeah, there was. How did you lose a game like this, man? Oh my God. I don't understand this, dude. There's got to be a shakeup.
I text Eric. I said, "Here comes Schmitty. Schmitty at what did I say? No, I said it's Casey at the bat, and you're like, oh fuck." I said, "That's that." I love Eric.
There you go. Yep.
I was actually laughing. I'm like,
yeah.
And you knew what was coming, dude. Every time they get runners on, I swear to God, I'm like, all right, here comes 2 outs.
Yeah.
And deep down, I feel if we got a base knock, we drive somebody in. You know what happens, Eric? When we get a base knock, we get back in the game. We actually score a freaking run. You know what I think of then? But 9 times out of 10, I go, you know what? I go up, take a pee break because base is loaded, 1 out. Nah, we're not going to score.
I'm not going to score.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Yep. Nope.
Ibrahim says, fire Burrow. Send a message. To be clear, I'm not blaming the hitting coaches, but it's clear we aren't holding players accountable. That's fair. Maybe that's time to do that then. Maybe can we reopen Balco?
And guys, don't be making excuses. Look, don't be turning a blind at San Francisco Giants fan. Don't be like, oh, it's okay. Oh,
yeah.
It's not okay, Eric. Jesus, we're the laughing stock of baseball.
If it looks like a duck, if it sounds like a duck,
it farts
it's a
like
motherfucking
a
duck. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian Hoeing. I forgot about Brian Hoeing. He's another great bullpen arm. How many teams would love our Giants? They would love them. Robert, the pitching is not the problem, man. You got to score runs, man.
Traditionally, they don't score for Webb. They're not scoring for nobody, Eric. And if they can't score for Webb, if you can't win with Webb, it's going to be a long. Hey, 79-win team, Eric. Hey, Robert, you want to? He comes in every freaking night. Let me turn the tables. Robert, you want to revise your win totals, buddy?
Yeah, he always says that. Yeah. This is horrible, man. This is absolutely freaking horrible.
You know the good news? People are going to shit on me. I made $329 off that game.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee, that's the total. Because what did I tell you in the pregame? I go, I can't believe the Giants were heavy favorites in Milwaukee. So I bet on both. I won $329.
Hold on. Let's look at this.
Oh.
Kolek had nothing. He had nothing. He was hitting pitchers. He was walking guys, gave up hits, and the Giants couldn't get 1 run off of Kolek, and he had nothing. He had nothing tonight, and you can't score a damn run?
Oh, JG's back tonight. JG, Webb is our ace. I said he is not an ace. If he got traded to half the teams in baseball, he's their number 2 or 3. They've got someone. He's ours, Eric. But at the end of the day, Eric's not about wins or losses. But hey, Lou and I talked about it in the hot corner. He agreed. We agreed. We were all happy. I said, Lou, at the end of the day, what did he say Webb's record is in like the last 2 years? Dude, if they don't score runs for him and we're not winning, then the bottom line is you got to win the ball game. I don't care if the peanut vendor's pitching, Eric. We don't win. You don't win.
But the problem is it's the lineup. That's the fucking problem. And
well, you can't trade 14 guys.
I know.
We got nothing.
I know. And that's what pisses me off, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand how absolutely woeful this stupid ass lineup is. I'm tired of it.
I like that.
I'm tired of it, man. Seriously,
Eric. I'm working up. I don't know about you. I'm working up a sweat tonight just listening to it.
That's why I had to open up the damn window. I'm sorry for anyone walking by for my foul language.
Yeah, Eric says I got to open the window. I said, uh-oh. They'll be knocking on your door. Is there a domestic dispute in progress?
I might have someone knock on the door. Hey, everything okay over here? Yeah, I just watched the fucking Giants game.
No, the Giants lost.
Yeah, that's what I have to say. I watched the damn Giants game, and they're going, okay, I get it.
Sir, we understand. Oh, shit. The shows are, gotta admit, the shows are better when they lose. Jesus.
$2. What is more frustrating, Giants bats or the Smud Belt? Don't get me started.
Oh.
Don't get me started on that's the local energy that we have to deal with around here, and they're a bunch of crooks, just so you know. Smud, you're crooks. Anyways.
Jesus.
What do we got here?
The Giants played fundamental baseball. You just couldn't get any hits. See, again, excuses. Jesus, they suck. They suck.
They suck.
I don't know what else you can say.
Yeah, I heard about that. The Giants should be honestly, the Giants should be in all over this.
I heard Backward Hack Guy say that today.
Yeah, well, I guess it's all over the news, supposedly.
Yeah.
If supposedly Boston is willing to trade or might be willing to trade Duran because they got that kid, whoever the hell it is, their rookie or whatever.
I think given the language, the city of San Francisco would not sell you and I a billboard. Because I'd get a big billboard that says Giants baseball. It fucking sucks.
But the thing is, with the trade, it's different. It's not up to the player. So that's the good thing. But the Giants, they got some young pitchers that they could offer and get Duran. They could, man. But the problem is Buster Posey willing to do that? Is Buster Posey willing to pull the trigger on something like that?
It's been over 2 weeks of severe mediocrity, Eric, and there's not even a rumbling. Do you hear anything in the media? Do you hear anything out of the Giants broadcast? There's no. It's business as fucking usual.
Here we go. Let's do a poll. How about a poll?
Oh, we haven't. Oh my God, we're breaking it. It must be severe tonight. We're doing a poll, guys. When was the last time you did a poll? Maybe in my absence, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think what was I talking? Yeah, I did do a poll. Okay. Ooh.
Hey, Joe. Joe says it's just complete garbage. Well, there you go. You know, Johnny, he's talking to Cole. He said, got to get rid of Yaz. And I understand the philosophy, but dude, you can't, this is no longer blame it on one guy, Eric. The players, the management, the manager, it's just a complete, you know what it is, Eric? After the off season we had, it's a disaster, Eric.
It is.
I said 79 wins and everybody, oh my God, lock them up. 79 wins. Eric, this is a 500 baseball team. 500. I told Bernice I should have taken another week off. I just sign in with you when they're back to 500, which isn't that far away.
Ooh, here we go.
And I texted Eric. I said, holy crap, we're going to extra innings. I said, do you realize when I fire up the old broadcast tonight with you, I said, I'm actually doing the show tomorrow.
Ha!
It's freaking Tuesday here. 20 to 1 in the morning, and I won't. And you know what, Eric? I'm not going to sleep again tonight.
Here's an interesting. Here we go.
Oh, something's interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, you talk about another team now or what?
No.
Something interesting. Giants.
There we go. I put a little poll out there, guys. You tell me what you think.
What is it? Because I can't see it. What is it?
Robert, the offense can only – okay, this is what I put in the poll.
JG, they're not going 500 the rest of the year.
Here we go.
Bet on it.
Who would you offer to trade for Duran? Webb, Ray, Wisenhunt / Roop, or Harrison/Roop?
I think they'll get a better offer. I
don't think so. No. These are good. I'm telling you, this could get Duran. There's no. I truly believe that. You got young, controllable arms, or you got someone like Webb who's an ace, or Ray who's an ace. So,
until I see something like that, it's like same in the off season. Oh, we'll get Corbin Burns. When I see it, I'll believe it. What makes you believe they'll pull a deal, Eric? I have no back. Dude, they can't do anything at the trade deadlines. They can't do anything to shake things up.
Yeah. That's beside.
Until I see it.
Hold on. This is just what the fans would do. Now, here's the thing. That I didn't put all the names. I'm just putting the key names that would be part of a trade.
Maybe they'll ask for Matos, too.
It's Duran. Duran. A-N.
And they really want to shake. See, there's a prime example, Eric. What are we talking about? We're talking about teams like the Boston Red Sox. And what's the problem? They ain't winning.
Pitching.
We got to shake, but they got to shake it up.
Yeah, but the thing is this is why it's a perfect marriage. They need pitching. We need hitting.
We need a
bingo,
team.
bango, man. Bingo, bango. Let's go. Come on. Damn. It's not that. Hey, I tell you what. Don't make it complicated. It's pretty damn simple.
Yeah.
Pretty damn simple.
The curse of Mission Rock. Maybe they'll deflect. We'll be talking Mission Rock in a week or two.
So let's see. Let me see where our damn poll is right now. We got 31 votes in. Oh, shit. We just got one. Hold on.
Yeah, don't play caution.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, we got Ibrahim. What's up, Ibrahim? Thank you for the $5, sir. True story. I was once inadvertently mooned by Butterbean in an airport, and there was easier on my eyes than this offense.
Mooned by Butterbean? I don't even want to know how that happened.
Oh, my God. That's a hell of a moon. That's a hell of a moon.
Get lost in there, Eric.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Oh, my gosh. Come on. Oh.
And you know what? Joshua was talking about the Red Sox and their woes. You know what? They can blame themselves as well, Eric. Hey, they had a young Mookie Betts, and they've had their players, and they just got rid of them. So
I don't know what Shane Bloom was doing when he made that deal, but that was a mistake. But I tell you what, I guarantee you that if one of those guys is going to fetch Duran, they're great. They're good pitchers. All of them are good pitchers. Fossey goes, sending Matos down day after he had a 3-run home run was bad juju. Karma bit the Giants in the ass today. Yes, Fossey, you are 100% correct. The Giants upset the baseball gods, and, well, they had their retribution.
And you know what I'm not falling for anymore, guys? Is coming in on the show and being excited when a guy goes 4 for 5. Dude, it's a one-off.
Ooh,
you know it, Eric. You get a 2 for 4 day out of Schmidt, and you and I are all excited. Oh, you know what? He's coming around. He ain't coming around.
What? Ben Jurno. What's up, Ben Jurno? Joining us from Twitter.
Hey,
Padres already have 5-player package ready and have been in talks with the Red Sox. What? Hey,
I think Backward Hat guy said that.
Do you have a source?
Just so we can look Backward Hat. What's his name?
Or Jim Riley.
Riley. He seems to be on that stuff too.
But what's the source?
Before he has to take the kids to something soccer.
But I just want to know the source. That's all I want to know. You know, is it legit? If it's SI, I'm not believing SI. I'm just not, because they suck.
Sports Illustrated for those inept like the Giants.
Isn't Duran currently throwing a hissy fit about not wanting to play it? No, that you're thinking of Devers. Joshua, you're thinking of Devers, their third baseman.
Oh, don't throw him in the package. I don't want him, Eric.
No, we don't need him.
Somebody else has broken down problems, right?
Yeah, and he, yeah.
That's not what we need. Tommy Murphy will be back soon, though. Don't worry. Hey, Tom Murphy, we need you.
Unbelievable.
Well, good news is we're only facing a pitcher tomorrow who's got a below 100 ERA, Eric. Ryan Bergert against Landon Roop. He's 1-0.
I think they just called him up, right? Didn't they just call him up?
Ryan Bergert, 1-0, 0 ERA. But he's not a lefty, so at least there's like a slim chance for us.
MLB on Fox. Is that the Twitter? Is that the Twitter? No, I'll go take a look at it if it's MLB on Fox.
Call that up, Eric?
I'm going to try to find it, so just give me a minute.
So the Padres 34-24, the Giants 33-27. Eric, you watch, the Padres are going to slip by and not look back. They're not going to look back.
By the way, we're 0-3 versus
27. Oh, nice record, Eric. But how the hell are we 33-27?
We're 0-3 against the Padres.
Pitching. Gonna be a nice night for Baltimore tonight. I can't. You know what? I'm ready for tomorrow night's game. Right? Well, it is tonight.
Who's Dennis Lynn? I don't know who. Here, let me look up. Who's Dennis Lynn? Try to find out. Dennis Lynn. Never heard of him.
Dennis Lynn. Never freaking heard of him.
Can I find him?
The Brewers have won 9 in a row, Eric.
Have they?
Yeah, 9 in a row. Geez, I'd be happy to win one game.
Which Dennis? Yeah, I don't know which one.
Anyway,
I'm trying to find. I want to find this report because I got to see what this is all about, man.
Hope says he's a Padres reporter. Beat guy.
Is he? What's his Twitter? Hold on. Padres writer. Okay, hold on. Let me look up. Maybe I'll find it if I just Google it.
Padres broadcasters hit a nerve, Eric. In the postgame tonight, they were wrapping it up, throwing back to their studio. They said, "This is great because this is a double notch in the standings. They're playing in a National League West game. We're not beating the teams in our own division, Eric." Oh my God! Remember Dan and Lou? Oh, but they beat Colorado. Whoop-de-freaking
got it.
do. If we can't beat the Padres and Arizona and the Dodgers, you're screwed.
Got it. Okay.
Or as Eric would say, you're fucked. But
yeah.
I'm trying to. Usually, Eric is the one who's the voice of reason on this show, but tonight I feel like Eric's gonna implode on me here.
Let me see.
Glenn, why are the Giants so bad? Because they went out and get guys who are either you know what? They got guys in this lineup who should be in the minor leagues, and they go out and get guys who are good ball players, not stars, not superstars. They're content with getting good players. And again, we broke down the stats, I believe, a little bit last night about Adames on the hot corner last night, Eric. Adames is no superstar. He's got average numbers for the career, and every single freaking year in a row, he's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I mean, he's a 210 hitter, Eric. That's what you got. What is he, a career 230? You imagine you got a guy who's a career 220 hitter, and oh my God, he goes in a slump. You got another guy batting below 200.
All right, here, let me look at this.
That's why, because we've got adequate players, and that's it.
Tell you what, let's take a look at this, guys.
Mediocre.
Let's take a look at this.
Well, maybe you're right.
On the Athletic. Again, this is Dennis Lynn. Oh, there it is, L-I-N. Okay.
I need a fan. Holy
Padres have interest in Red Sox Jarren Duran, but June could amplify multiple needs. Okay, here we go. Let's get down here. Boom, 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 boom. Meanwhile, the Padres' need for a left fielder was amplified Sunday when their primary designated hitter, Gavin Sheets, exited an eventual 6-4 win against the Pirates, crashing face first into the left field wall. Manager Mike Schilt later said Sheets was being evaluated for a head contusion, a sore hip, and a jammed wrist and thumb.
But he'll be back tomorrow, Eric. He was available off the bench tonight.
Yes, I saw that.
He's clear.
So here, let's do this. Whether the Padres possess enough trade capital to acquire Duran and leave enough resources for other needs is another question. Duran, who can play multiple outfield positions, finished last season 7th in the majors in Fangraphs' version of wins above replacement. He has not been as productive in 2025, but the 28-year-old is making only $3.7 million, remains under club control and through 2028.
There you go. You like that.
The Padres still boast a pair of top 50 prospects in shortstop Leo DeVries and catcher Ethan Salas. But the organization's farm system has been thinned out over the past few years by a slew of win-now trades. For now, president of baseball operations A.J. Preller might want to hold off on an all-out pursuit of.
That's not his style, though, Eric.
The Padres' need for starting pitcher might be equally acute. King, their number one starter, awoke May 24th with discomfort in his throwing shoulder. A battery of tests and visits with specialists has since produced a diagnosis of a pinched nerve. King has begun playing light catch and reported incremental improvement in his shoulder. Pitcher expressed optimism on Sunday that he could return weeks rather than months.
I get a pinched nerve just watching this, Eric. Jesus.
Incremental would probably be in caps, Schultz said. There you go. So, again, according to this article, it doesn't sound like they're in like.
Yeah, but they got at least they got a GM who won't be afraid to pull a trigger.
No, absolutely, and that's the thing. AJ Preller doesn't mess around. 100%. I agree with that.
It was this time last year, almost to a T, Eric, when they went out and they got a rise right out of the blue. Boom! It was done.
Yep.
We don't do that. We don't even do it at the trade deadline, freak.
Right.
But everybody thinks, you know what? Where are these guys who are all cheering and had the pom-poms out for Gerard Encarnacion? Where are they going to be in 3 weeks, Eric? Where are they going to be? They going to be in our chat, or are they going to go in hiding? They're in the foxhole with me.
Hey, Seuss, that's not happening, dude. Why would the Cubs trade Seiya Suzuki?
And what are the
Cubs? The Cubs are one of the best damn teams in the National League.
Yeah.
Why would they trade Seiya Suzuki?
That makes JB. No sense. According to who?
That makes no sense. Man.
According to Jesus, that's it. I haven't seen that. Have you seen that, Eric? I haven't seen that.
What?
Hey, what are you saying?
What says? Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Giants are actively looking for Seiya Suzuki. I haven't heard that.
Oh no, that's a bunch of no.
And then JB says Seiya Suzuki. According to who? I said according to Jesus.
Yeah. There's no way. Look what the Padres. Look what the Cubs are doing. Why would they? They're going to buy. They're not going to trade. Well, I should say not going to trade from the major league roster. They may trade from their farm
because they've got talent, Eric.
They got talent. Thank you. They ain't gonna get Seiya Suzuki. Dude, where are you coming from with that? Dude, that's like saying the freaking Dodgers are gonna trade freaking Mookie Betts. That ain't happening, man.
I think he's just frustrated, Eric.
No way.
He wants to wave the magic wand and turn this into a winner. Dude, if we had Eric, riddle me this. You look back at our first, I still call it the infamous first road trip. Eric, if we had started the season 500, do you know where we'd be right now? We'd be on the wrong side of 500.
I know.
We got a winning record based on a solid 3 weeks of baseball, Eric.
Yes. Hold on.
What have we done and what did we do in May? Weren't we like one game over or under? That was it.
No, we're one game under 500 in May.
And we got a tough schedule this month.
Yep. Correct.
My nerves are shot today. You know I don't have good nerves to begin with. Jeez, I have to take my pills. Oh, jeez. The doctor says don't get so wound up. I said, have you ever seen Giants Sports Talk Live? Have you ever watched Giants baseball?
Thank you. We want to be this if they freaking actually went out there and played freaking baseball.
The later it got into the ball game, Eric. Dude, the later we got in, and once he came out, Webb, I said, this won't look good. This can't end good. And then Eric says, well, maybe we'll win it in the bottom of the ninth.
Never know.
And okay. You want to break some things down? Let's break some things down. I'm texting you in the ninth going, what the hell? They were going to move the runner over in the ninth. Let's not even play extras. And they took the bunt off with no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Why?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know why.
He had a gapper and they ran it down.
I don't know why they took off the bunt.
And then they left him. Where did they leave him at first?
And he was stranded at first. Yeah.
Why'd they move him over? What happened to small ball?
You tell me.
In a scoreless game in the ninth.
That has exited the building.
A scoreless game in the bottom of the ninth. You can't play small ball. Try to win the game. And what did the Padres do in the 10th? They executed small ball. Small ball. Get him over. Get him in.
Hey,
it's baseball, Eric.
Look how easy. Hey, look. Huh? And then,
And it was a guy who can bunt. Dude. Oh, and I give the Padres credit. Where the extra inning, bottom of the 10th, they flashed some leather.
Yeah, they had some great defense.
They had a guy spelling at third.
Great defense. Yeah.
He had that play down the line.
But here's the thing. The time you needed a fly ball, he hit a ground ball. That's the part that was frustrating.
That's Giants baseball, Eric. That's Giants. Too many strike. How many? It might have been low. May have been misconception. How many strikeouts we have tonight?
Double digits, 10 strikeouts.
Not acceptable. And we're getting those strikeouts always, it seems, with runners on, Eric. And that's why I'd say a guy. You said it. You said it on the show, the hot corner last night, Eric. What does Willie Adames do? Where's his average? It's with nobody on. They're just.
I was saying that with Chapman.
Useless base hits. Chapman and Adames.
Chapman and Adames. Yeah, that's just when it comes to the clutch.
Where's the run production? There's nobody on. He goes 2 for 5. Yeah, but there's nobody on. He didn't drive anybody in. They can't manufacture nothing.
They can't, man.
Maybe it's time to break. Maybe it's time to break out the order of freaking what do you call them? Paddle bats.
The torpedoes.
Got to try something. Let's shake it up. Everybody uses torpedo on Torpedo Tuesday. If you're gonna wear those ugly jerseys, it's got to be Torpedo Tuesday.
You think that would even help? Come on.
I'm Eric. I'm scratching the bottom of the barrel here.
I know, man. I know.
Give me a break. Oh, my nerves. Did you not think it was going to get off to a bad start? Did you see the first out of the game? Ramos did a complete circle. He did a pirouette in left field. They go, he's going back on the ball. Wait a sec. He's moving to center. He's coming in on the ball and makes the catch. I was like, what the hell was that?
I don't know.
He went, phew.
And
how about Wilmer? Got fired up. He got hit by the pitch. I'm like, Wilmer, Mr. Blowing Bubbles, and Mr. He wins the Mr. Congeniality Award every year, and he's like, I'm coming out after you. I'm like, you know what, Wilmer? Stay the hell there. You're gonna get the ass kicked off you. Wilmer's he's a lover, not a fighter, Eric.
How about this?
Geez, the whole team would be. You realize if he wanted to storm the mound, both teams would have emerged at the and he'd still be running out there.
Yeah. Yeah, those are facts. How about this? How about having the bases loaded with no outs? How is that humanly possible? Glenn, how do you not I don't know. Score one damn run? Bases loaded, no outs.
I know, but it's Giants baseball, so it's possible. It's possible. It's more probable than anything else.
Oh, man, dude.
For me, it was that 10th inning.
Gosh, dang.
The 10th inning, Eric. You got a guy at second, you bunt him over, you score him. That's it. That's baseball. Let's lift in the 9th inning. I'm going to be talking about this for a week. Let's lift. 2 balls, no strikes. Let's lift the bunt. And listen, can Bailey get his head in the freaking game, Eric? He comes up and he's already got a strike on him because he's not paying attention.
No. That was Schmidt.
Schmidt, I beg your pardon. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody on the team. No one on this team can afford to come in a clutch situation, and I use that term lightly. Nobody can come into a ball game in a tight situation already down a strike. Jesus Christ.
I know. I mean, the good thing is he did work the count, but he wound up going down with a breaking ball low and away. He just swung away.
And when when I did watch closely, the backstop, the catcher, the umpire, dude, somebody should have kicked the guy in the nuts. That guy wearing the did you see the guy wearing the pink hat all night? I had to watch him. He was wearing the lime green Padres jersey or white, like he just came out of a bubblegum machine. And then he's got a pink bucket hat. Must have got that on giveaway. And next to him, 3 seats over, is the girl who wore the bedazzler orange hat. I'm like, come on. It's taking selfies. I'm frustrated, dude.
Sure as hell. They did sure as hell wasn't watching a baseball game. I'll tell you that.
Oh, it's frustrating, dude. It's frustrating knowing what's coming. That's the problem. I haven't done it lately, but it could have happened today. I send Eric an email or a text message. I say, Eric, we score 1 run tonight or 2? You're like, I don't know. Oh, that's why I'm wound up too. I got about 9 of these into me watching the game tonight. That doesn't help. Then I'm like changing my socks in the 4th inning. I'm like, I gotta shake things up, Eric. It must be me. Maybe I gotta switch to Coke. I don't know. Dude.
Is there any new news? Let me see. Anyone posting anything good? No, not really.
And how long does this go on? So tomorrow we come out, we have 3 or 4 hits, we lose. How long does this continue as acceptable practice? It's malpractice, Eric. The doctor would have lost his license by now. But it's just so acceptable. Dude, I'm going to the Valkyries game. Screw it, man. Dude, I don't need to be sitting in a cold Oracle Park on a Monday or Tuesday night doing that. Okay? Done.
Valkyries basketball, nothing like it.
Oh, here we go. This is good. Here. This is perfect.
Right on, Alive. Thanks.
Hold on. Oh, where the hell is it? There we go.
Some guys agreeing with me for a change on just about everything. It's nice.
Let's just take a look at this. It kind of sums it up. Kind of sums it up.
Yeah, that's Ramos saying, what the fuck are you doing? See, that's winning baseball right there, Eric. Freeze it. That's what I want to see. Some more of those hugs and kisses at home at the pitcher's mound. A little handshake. Look at that. That's Bailey saying, "Yep, I fucking sucked again tonight."
There you go.
And that's Ramos saying, "Maybe I should exercise some kind of do we got a trade option in there?"
There we go. Hey, look at that. Look at
and Chapman looking at grumpy, going, "Yeah, I suck." There's the 3 freaking amigos right there, who are supposed to be leading the ball club, by the way.
Well, hey, hold on. That's Ramos is doing his part. What?
I think he's frustrated.
Yeah,
Bailey's frustrated because he knows what's the problem.
Yeah, and he had a beautiful freaking pickoff today at second base.
Hey, I heard a good stat today, Eric. Look at those jerseys. Look at that nice patch. At first, I was going to text you. I said, "Who died?" But it's
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig Day. Lou Gehrig had 102 stolen bases in his career. Do you know how many times he got caught?
How many?
102. So there's optimism. There's always
go.
more. Let's try again.
Yeah.
50-50. We don't even have a 50-50 chance with the best pitching in baseball, Eric.
Man.
I don't know what to say. Usually I'm negative, Mr. Negative. I'm Mr. Salty too. You always try to paint a rosier picture, Eric. I can't even say anything ugly about it. It's just, where do we go from here, Eric? What do we do?
Great
you answer.
Question.
What do we do? It's a good question. I need an answer, though.
I'm going to do a little screen capture here. A little screen capture.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to save it.
You're rubbing a little salt in people's wounds or what?
I'm going to save it for later. So let me get this all photoshopped up.
Later. Do.
then I'll just.
Buddy, I'd like to fly the freak flag and be happy for a change and go, whoa, we won, Eric. But I won. I won my $329 tonight. Thank you, Giants. Thank you. I was having a good day today, too. Got my brand new Caitlin Chen jersey, Eric. You saw that? That was the highlight of my day. Yeah, what I was trying to figure out, Eric, what is with the headband? Is that the new Giants, the seagulls shitting on people or what?
Oh, what the hell's going on here?
Is that a Giants headband? Is that seagull supposed to be representative of our winning ball club?
Oh, what is that? Oh, no, it says 1776. That's cool. All right, I can dig it. Not too bad. And export. Desktop. There we go. Okay, got it saved. I just wanted to get that done.
They must be doing too much. The wives have them doing too much house cleaning at home, Eric. You know what they say? The broom. It's not good for the batting arm, right?
No.
Yeah. Never use a broom.
Oh,
How many times do you even go to the cage, Eric, thinking, oh, I'm just going to work on this. It'll get better. They tried working. You know what? They really screwed. Maybe they did. Maybe it is the batting coach, Eric. Do you remember about a month ago they were working with Adames? He had too much of a leg kick. Then he always got too low of a leg kick.
Yeah. You're right.
Just let him play. Can't be any worse. And I'm afraid tomorrow we're against a righty again tomorrow, Eric. What are we looking at for a lineup tomorrow?
Great question.
Same old crap. Same.
Probably. I
So you're going to get Schmidt in there.
So I'm guessing, I don't know who's going to be at first base. Someone's going to be at first base.
Schmidt. And you know what? Did you see a play? The Padres announcers they started off giving them props, and they were like, you know what? They said, that Adames with a great pick. The only reason why it was a good play earlier in the game, did you see he made the pick and threw? And Schmidt had the play of the year when he scooped the tough play at first.
Look, I'm telling you, he's
nice play.
I like what he's doing, but the problem is his bat, man. His bat.
He can't be worse than Wade.
His bat. I know.
They're like Swiss cheese. There's holes in the bats, Eric.
I know.
They should take the bats and have a bonfire night. That's what they screw the fireworks. Bonfire night at Oracle Park.
Oh.
I don't know.
Here, let me look at this. The votes. We got 50.
Mark.
Holy shit. Hold on. It's tallying up because it's been a while. 57 votes. 16% said they would trade a Webb. 42% say Ray. 14 say Wisenhunt and Roop. 28% say Harrison and Roop. Again, those are just the main guys. You might have to throw somebody else in there. Again, to trade for Duran.
Wait a second. How many came in on Webb?
16%. Yep.
Well, you know what? If you're coming in with only 16%, people don't. People don't want to make a splash. People don't want to. You know what? Status quo works.
But that is a splash because you're getting rid of Ray, who's not really part of your future. That's so bad.
Getting rid of Webb would be a splash.
But why would you have to get? But what I'm saying is, you get a big player without having to get rid of someone that's like pretty fucking good, right? I think there's a stat out there today. It looked like, where did I see that? Hold on, I think they have Webb as like the right behind Paul Skeens for your National League Cy Young.
Yeah, but Eric, I told you on the show last night. The three amigos were with me. We were doing the hot corner. I said, look at 1996, Eric. They traded Matt Williams and all hell was going to break loose. We didn't do too bad with Jeffrey Kent, did we? You got to trade to try to get better.
But you can't. But if you could get rid of Ray to get Duran, I think that's freaking awesome.
If you could trade Webb and get some great.
But no, you don't have to do that though, because he's valuable. That's the problem. You need to have that guy in your rotation. You have to.
Ray's 7-1.
Yeah, I don't care about the win. Look what his ERA, look what his strikeouts are. The dude is freaking on fire. I don't care about his win-loss. Win-losses mean 0 for a starting pitcher.
But it means we won.
Now, let's see if I can find this. Hold on.
Did Webb not throw lights out tonight, Eric? Oh,
Yes.
we lost. We lost.
But it's not because of Ray or not because of Webb. It's because of the team.
Then we're winning. It's not because of Ray.
No,
Can't have it both ways. Can't blame.
No. I never do that. I would never say Ray. The only reason why they won was because of Ray. No, because you got to score more runs. Even if you win 1-0, your offense is still anemic. But the pitcher was good enough to not allow a run. The wins and losses mean absolutely nothing when we're talking about the skill of a starting pitcher.
The wins and losses are going to mean something when we finish the season, Eric, and they don't make the playoffs again. And then you can say, Webb was great, dude. He was great. I was like, we didn't make the playoffs. If we're not making the playoffs, what are we doing? What are we doing this for?
Well, but what I'm saying is, okay, let's say, for example, a Cy Young. If you have more losses than wins, but you pitched your ass off, should you be penalized for that? You shouldn't.
It's a team sport, not individual. You can have one great pitcher.
Yeah, but a Cy Young is an individual. MVP is an individual. A Gold Glove is individual, right? So I'm just talking about those specific awards. Now, when we're talking about World Series and playoffs, that's a team, right? That's team. Oh, where is this? Is this it right here?
I like where Joe Schmo is going, but I don't agree with when they throw in like Yaz, Flores, and Ray for young players. You got to try to you reach out, but where are you finding all these teams, Eric, that are going, dude, they just offered us Yastrzemski and Flores in a deal. We got to pull that trigger.
No.
They don't want them.
That's not going to do it.
They don't want them. You got to trade talent. You're going to, dude, if this team does, I'm telling you, Eric, if they do make a trade, and I don't think they will, but if they make it's got to be a big one. They got to trade players where we come on the show, Eric, and the sirens and bells are going off and going, holy shit, we traded Ramos, or we traded, well, there's not many. Dude, do you realize in our starting lineup, there's not many players to trade. They're not going to be able to trade Chapman, Adames.
No.
They will not trade Lee.
No.
Posey's all in bed with Bailey. There's not a lot of guys. You're going to have to be creative.
Yes, 100%. What the hell just happened?
Oh, freak. You're
going to have to be. But the problem is the strength of the team is pitching. How come I can't do this?
Joshua says we don't have to trade talent. You're not getting talented players in return for free.
Is this going to work? Hold on, let me see. Try this again. I don't know why it's not working, man. It's pissing me off.
I like oceans. Yes, it's a dime a dozen. Well, there you go.
But that's not what you trade. You're going to have to trade from your depth. And what is your depth? Your depth is starting pitching.
Yes.
Right? That's where you make your move, man. I don't know if this is going
to. And I understand you wanting to trade guys like Wisenhunt or Harrison, but Eric, if the phone rings, they're going, we want to do a deal, but got to get Webb. Maybe Ray. But if you're reaching out to the Giants and going, we need pitching. We don't want Wisenhunt. We want Webb.
That's probably not how it's going to happen. It's going to have to be the Giants probably reaching out to them. I don't know if it's going to be them. It could be. There's a possibility.
There's teams out there looking for pitching.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. Yes. Yep.
So if
Eddie says trade Ray for Hoskins,
so
I would get something.
Fuck, not Hoskins again. Don't get me going on Hoskins again.
Yeah, let's see how.
You know what? To me, Hoskins is another Adames. He's been there. He's done that, Eric. You know what? I don't want Hoskins. Do you want Hoskins? I don't want Hoskins. Bringing in more mediocre.
He's playing. He's having a hell of a season right now, but I don't know, man.
He's not going to right this ship.
Yeah, Tibbs is playing
like the movie The Tide. Eric, we don't have enough boats, man. We're going down and we don't have enough boats.
Let me see. I'm going to see what.
You remember what I told you about the boats?
Hold on. Let me see something. Where is it at? He is currently batting 264. Hey, he'd be right up there with the freaking Giants. Talking about Jaron Duran. 13 stolen bases, 34 RBIs, batting 264, 312 on base, OPS plus of 100.
Whoa. We need another show, Eric, and I don't want to be sticking around here till 3 a.m.
No.
You gotta do the balancing act. You could trade for Mookie Betts if you wanted, but at the end of the day, great ball player. Who are you surrounding him with?
Yeah, I know. I agree.
What ballpark is he hitting in? There's a lot of factors that when a guy comes in, ask Willie Adames, all of a sudden, Jesus, where's my home runs?
Well, hold on.
Around me.
Hey, is that
Smith?
No, right? Well, that's the problem. It's the players.
No depth.
No.
Did you see tonight? And I was surprised to a degree. They had no problem intentionally walking Adames.
Yeah, I saw that to get to Schmidt. That's when Schmidt got that first that strike. Yeah.
We had no problem considering that, Eric. That's good management. That's good. I thought this Schilt is a good manager, buddy. Every time I see him manage a game,
he's not so bad.
His thought process is all over the game, and the pitching changes. And I don't know. To me, we got a cigar store Indian in there, in the he's lifeless. Bob Melvin, lifeless in there, dude. In a tight, when you're in a tight game, you're down 1-0. It's the 7th, 8th inning, which we've been in. You want a manager who comes in there, kicking hats, throwing bases, get the team riled up. That's part of the shtick. He just the most action I see him in a game is that's it. Yeah, he's going to be getting the.
Yeah.
Hey, JB wants me to just freaking manage the team, Eric. How about? I always liked that. I always said that JB. I always knew what he was talking about, Eric.
Right before that, Mero, he chimed in saying, "Can't believe they sent Matos down. Doesn't make sense." I agree.
Yeah,
I didn't understand it, man. Wait a second. Hold on.
Oh, Jay Farrell. I think he's a great manager.
Hold on.
Schultz a great manager. And I like teams that are aggressive in their managing hiring, Eric. The Cleveland Guardian. I almost called them the other name. The Cleveland Guardians made a great managerial hire last year. I thought Schilt was a good hire. Dan Wilson, good hire. And we go old school, Eric. Let's bring in a guy from let's go back to the 60s when we moved to San Francisco. Hey, remember that 62 World Series run? Why, let's get a guy who was born before that. Get me something fresh. Nothing is that. What did I call it on the show? And Lou agreed. I said, this is stagnant. There's nothing fresh about our team, Eric. Do you agree? It's just plain. It's plain Jane. I don't get excited, Eric. I told you that. I told you that in the offseason. I said, when I go to buy a ticket, there's got to be something that gets me fired. Oh, you can't miss Friday night's game. There's no reason to go to the ballpark other than to take selfies and have a beer and go and hang out with your friends. Eric, where are the true baseball fans? They're giving up on this product.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Check this out. Little bit.
Giant baseball. Nothing like it.
Yeah.
You could say
Check
that.
this one out.
Sucks.
Guy on the left has more than half more games than the guy on the right. Look at the home runs. RBIs, stolen bases, batting average, of course, is pretty bad on base. Slugging is a little bit more on the guy on the right. Pretty damn equal, sort of, kind of, except for the batting average.
And the RBI total. Well, that's a lopsided. Look, 25-7 of the RBIs, Eric.
Yeah, but look at how many games have been played. Look at the plate appearances.
True. Sorry
See
about that.
Well,
dude, the guy on the left, there's a lot to dissect. Give me a break.
Yeah, no, I get you.
47-12, 25-7. The at-bats, the games, dude, 256 plate appearances.
One guy's getting $182 million. over 7 years. The kid who hasn't had a chance.
Is that this year?
This year only.
So Matos got 4 dingers.
Yes.
And Adames is 5.
Yes. In more than half of games played by Willie Adames.
And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on the 167 in not ERA, but the batting average, Eric, because I've always maintained if you get a guy on your bench and he only plays a game here, game there, he's not getting into the routine.
No.
To me, he's a glorified pinch hitter when he plays once a week.
How can you get a run when you play literally 2 or 3 games and then you sit? And you'll sit for a couple of weeks or even a week, and then you get a pinch hit a chance. No, come on. You got to give this guy a chance, man.
JG, he's got to get reps, man. He's got to get reps to be – there's no consistency.
Hey, JG, what do you think of Adames? What about Adames? Don't worry about Matos. What about Adames? He's got a minus -0.2 WAR.
There you go.
59 games played. How about you worry about the guy on the left? Don't worry about the guy on the right because the guy on the right hasn't given a chance.
That's true.
Cole.
Tell
me, real quick, tell me this. What numbers would Matos have if he had 59 games? I guarantee you it's probably better than a Willie Adames.
There you go. Cole says Matos would be playing more if he would produce. I'm saying he would produce more if he'd be playing. He'd be producing more if he'd be playing.
Then why do they give Wade the run, but they don't give Matos the run?
$1 million question.
You don't know what you have in Matos. He literally has to play at least a month for him to actually get a groove and figure something out. If he doesn't do it with a month of playing, well, then maybe he's not it. But dear God, man, are we giving him a fair shake? I said this about Ramos. Dan said this about Ramos. What are you going to do? If he doesn't play, how can you sit there and say, the guy fucking sucks? You can't. Oh, man, dude. I would rather see Matos in right field than Yaz.
DL, I agree with you. I feel bad for Matos. Farhan Zaidi is gone, bye-bye, but that stench just seems to linger there.
Aggie is in the building, man. Aggie is in the building.
It lingers because this is a Farhan move. They're running the team like Farhan's still up there in disguise. He's got a fucking funny nose and glasses on. He's in disguise.
You know what makes me wonder? You know what this makes me wonder? Tell me this, guys. Tell me if I'm off.
You got me all wound up tonight.
Tell me this. What is the one common denominator between, let's see if anyone gets it. What's the one common denominator between Farhan Zaidi and Buster Posey?
For me, it's the manager.
Nope.
It is.
It is, but that's not where I'm going. There's a common denominator between Farhan Zaidi. There you go, Eddie. There you go. I wonder if Zach Manesi, I wonder if Buster Posey, because he's trying to figure this out, said, Zach, I'm going to give you the control to go ahead and make these roster moves. You've been part of the organization since Farhan was hired. So I'm going to let you run this and I'll take care of the other stuff. That could be. I don't know. Could that be something? I could be way off. I could be off. Look, I'm just throwing this out there. But when we're talking about roster moves, I don't think it's ownership. Ownership's involved with who you sign and who you don't sign. But I'll bet you Zach Manesian has his fingerprints all over on what's going on with this roster. Maybe. I could be wrong. I could be totally off. Look.
I think you're right.
I'm just guessing.
No. Good guess.
Because it doesn't make sense because we're talking about how can it be the same? Well, the only way it can be the same is if it's the same person making the same decisions.
You got some pieces there that are, yeah. You haven't done a complete cleaning of house, Eric.
Yeah, salsa, exactly. Bobby Evans is Buster's advisor, but this isn't Evans like. He did moves when he had to. Yeah, exactly.
They always did.
Salsa, that's what I'm saying. The common denominator might be Zach Manesian.
When it comes to Giants baseball, Eric, for you and I, at our age, our run was the early, like 2010, 12, 14, right? That's our runs. We got to see 3 World Series. The team wasn't afraid to make moves. They had a few more pieces they already had in their pot, but they still weren't afraid. Eric, every year in the World Series runs, trade deadline day was fucking huge.
Yeah.
And now it's fucking, dude, it's a snooze. How did we do a 4.5 or 5 hour show last year on trade deadline day? How we did that our first broadcast, I'll never know.
Disaster.
Talking about giving Bob, your GM is, I'm giving Bob Melvin the keys. You're the GM, dude. Drive it off Fisherman's Wharf and let's start over. Eric. I'm dude. I don't know.
I can't. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'd sit here, thinking about this stuff a little bit, and I'm like, I don't know what else to do, man.
If I hadn't made $329 off them tonight, I probably would jump off.
Remember that? I forgot all about that. Remember after the deadline? Remember Farhan came out with
during our broadcast.
Yes. Oh my God, that was classic, dude. That was classic.
You know what? It is, but I'll tell you what, they have one of the best pitching staff in baseball.
They have it now.
So maybe Farhan was on to something, Eric.
Yeah, but who's missing though from last year's rotation? Snell's no longer there. Birdsong was there. Roop was not really, sorta. Of course, Webb was there. Who was in the starting rotation last year?
Not a big difference.
Harrison.
Harrison was there to start. Yeah, Harrison was there.
Yeah, but then he got hurt. He didn't finish the season.
No.
Oh, anyways.
Jay Farrell just wants to tear down.
Well, see, here's the problem. It's not going to tear it down. You know why they're not going to tear it down? Because look what Buster Posey did. You don't go sign Willie Adames. You don't extend Matt Chapman. And you don't sign Verlander if you're packing it in. You just don't. Alex,
was it Lou last night talked about the panic mode? You got to go out and give and how they were used and abused and tattooed when it came to Chapman.
No.
He got the sun, the moon, the stars. The Giants were panicking, buddy. They were panicking. Maybe we'll walk. Oh, yeah. Well, no trade clause, 6-year deal, la-di-da-di-da-di.
Thanks, Mero.
6 years is too long, Eric.
Yeah.
But then you won't give 5 years to a pitcher like Senga, which pissed me off. So I would rather take a chance on guys like Senga and Lee than go out and get worn out guys like Chapman. Great glove, but Eric, you know what you call it the back of the baseball card. You knew what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Was it worth 6 years of your future? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Just playing Matos every day. If it don't work out, it don't work out. But maybe it works out. And maybe he's a guy you want in there then every day, and you don't. Oh, we can never trade him. We don't want to trade him. Maybe we'll sign him for 3-4 years. He's not even gotten. Dude, he hasn't gotten a taste at the bowl yet.
And the thing is, like I said, he's got 20 days. After 20 days, he's done, man. He's done with the
JG. Who else would play third base? Dude, they had all off season. If they hadn't signed Chapman, you had a whole off season to find a guy. And there were guys out there. Oh, fuck, I'm getting mad. Eric, there were guys out there to play first base on this team.
There was.
And they didn't get any. They didn't want them.
That was great, Ryan.
Gotta sign Wade. Gotta sign Wade. Dude, when they signed Wade and Yaz last year, I said, I was almost ready to give up then. I go, what are we doing, Eric? $11 million to Yaz. We've got to bring him back. Why? It's that Giant mentality. Well, he's a Giant, so we got to bring him back.
They should have just gone.
Cut him all loose.
How many? Hey, let's not forget. Hey, guys, let's not forget this. Now you're getting me all fucking wound up. Let's not forget this. Over the winter, where was Matos playing baseball? He was playing in the Venezuela Winter League. What did he earn when he was playing the Venezuela Baseball League? Yeah, that's right. He was Rookie of the Year for the winter ball in Venezuela. In other words, he was showing it. He shows up to freaking spring training, and guess what? You ain't got the job. You ain't got the job. It's going to be Yaz. So what is he supposed to do? He's doing everything you ask of him. He's out there producing, and you can't give him a run? When Yaz is pretty much going to be out the door after next year, and you don't know what the hell you have, because guess what? You don't play Matos, you don't know what you have. And if Matos isn't MLB ready, well, guess what? You just shot yourself in the foot. So stupid, man.
JG says that's comparable to double-A ball, but he was out, Eric, playing. He was working.
He was getting it done. He was getting it done. That's the point.
He showed up.
Thank you.
And when he shows up at our camp, it's like you're an afterthought.
And look what he did.
You know where you're going.
Look what he did when he was with Sacramento. He has pretty good numbers, if I'm not mistaken.
Because he played every day.
Yeah.
Come on, Eric. He played.
He has a discerning eye. He doesn't strike out a lot. The guy just needs time.
And what did you say? He's got 75 odd at bats. He's got five home runs.
Yeah. 4 home runs and 70.
And everybody's been in the chat the last week saying, oh, well, maybe Glenn knew what he was talking about when he came to Wilmer. I said, you got to give Wilmer at bats. He can't sit for 4 days and then just show up on a Thursday and you expect him to be the hometown hero. Guys have to play. That's baseball, Eric. You got to play. You can't be. They run this team like it's on puppet strings, Eric. Eric, I think I'll let you play Tuesday and Thursday this week.
Right.
Come to play, though. And you know what happened. You know what happened a year ago last week, don't you, Eric? A year ago last week when Matos was sent down after winning the Player of the Week. That was a year ago last week. Last week.
Yeah, remember, he got Player of the Week. Then they threw him up into the leadoff spot. He failed at the leadoff spot because that's just too much pressure on the kid. And then they sent him down. Yeah.
But that's another problem with this team. That it's not as bad this year, but we're still seeing a little idiosyncrasy. Wilmer, can you pick a fucking lane and just leave him there? He's batting 6th. He's batting 2nd. He's batting 3rd. Oh, he's cleanup today. Eric, this team is just. It's run by fucking idiots, is what it is.
Well,
it's run by idiots.
Well, if you think about it, remember when this season first started, it was the same lineup. Granted, it changed with left-handers, but it was the same lineup. And guess what? They were getting it done. And now, all of a sudden, they fall on hard times. And now, Melvin's out there tinkering around trying to find the best lineup that's going to produce. And none of it's worked. None of it has worked.
Maybe I'll move to none of it. Jesus.
All right. I think I'm done.
I don't know, Eric. I don't know. Dude, you and I have a feeling you and I are going to be doing this for a few shows to come. We got the Padres for 3 more, Eric.
All right. Matter of fact, who's pitching tomorrow? So we got, hold on, let me look real quick.
Tomorrow's pitching ledger looks like this, Eric. We got Ryan Berger called up. He's a righty. He's 1-0 up against Landon Arup, and Landon hasn't been dealing.
Yeah, he did. His last game was really good. No. He's been.
But he lost. Well, you don't.
That doesn't matter.
You're not about wins and losses. I'm about wins and losses when you're scoring 2 runs a game.
But you got to look at his line, though. His line was fantastic, man. Hold on, let's look at that.
Dude, he's got a losing record. He's got an ERA of 3.54 this year.
Dude, and it's dropped from like 6 something. It's dude. He's having a good year. Hold on, let's look at this. You're not about the numbers, and I'm fine with that. It's fair enough. But I don't care what the freaking again. I'm not blaming Webb tonight, Eric. But when you could throw out a team of Nolan Ryans, but if you can't win, you can't win. Well, here you go. This is what he did against Detroit.
I'm excited for tomorrow.
With 4 innings, only allowed 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Got the loss. In Washington, went 6 innings. Walked 2, only struck out 2. Gave up no runs. Got the win. Against the Athletics, went 6 innings. Gave up 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Gave up no runs. So, I mean, his last 3 have been really good. No runs.
I know, but you can pencil any of the Giants pitchers, even
I know.
Ray and Webb.
But that tells you something. It tells you it's the stupid-ass lineup.
They're all giving up no runs through 6.
Yes.
And everybody says the bullpen. Well, somebody's losing. Eric, at some point during the 9 innings, we're losing the game.
Well, think about it. Glenn, think about this.
We had no closer for a week or 2.
Remember, over the last 15 games, we have not scored over 4 runs. So that tells you what's the problem. That tells you the problem. If you have a starting pitcher that's only going to give up 2 or 3 runs and the bullpen locks it down, then what are you supposed to do when your freaking lineup can't get your back? That's the problem. The problem is this freaking lineup, man. It's anemic. Had enough.
It's woeful.
It's woeful. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
How are we doing in fantasy ball? I got about a 400-point lead over second place, so let's just keep going.
Go.
You're having Hey, am I a master negotiator when it comes to free agents? Everybody I drop ends up in your roster, I noticed.
It's the other way around. Every time I drop someone.
I don't know.
I had to pick up Bassett, man. I lost Burns. Burns is done, man. I need another starting pitcher.
Joey, I'm not turning my nose up at a 3.54 ERA. I'm saying if you got a 3.54 ERA, that's great. When it comes to the individual, when it comes to awards night in October, when everybody else is playing postseason baseball, Eric.
Yeah, but the problem, don't blame the pitcher. You got to put the blame where it belongs, and that's in the lineup.
No,
Period.
I'm not even blaming the lineup anymore. I'm blaming management, Eric.
That's fair. I can't argue with that.
Because you can't have, they built a team of 9 guys and a bench who can't produce.
Yep, exactly. Oh, by the way, real quick.
They get the bases loaded and nobody out, and I can go for a coffee, Eric. Nothing good can come of it. Why is it? And again, you talked about it. Lou talked about it. Dan, I listened. Last night, is all we're in agreement. The guys on this team, they are not clutch. And I'm even pulling Wilmer. Did you see, I'll give him credit. Did you see Wilmer tonight with 2 strikes? He got out, ground ball, but he took it to right field.
I like
he's the only smart hitter on this team, Eric.
He gives you a good at-bat every time. He gives you a good at-bat.
And when you guys say, oh, well, Chapman's had a good, 2-3 week run. He's doing it with nobody on. There's nobody on base. So why is it every night, Eric? You mentioned it happened tonight. When the team gets the bases loaded, we're fucked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're allergic to that. We're allergic to guys in scoring position. Glenn Kuiper had a fantastic. He tweeted out something. Did you know the Giants are like, oh my God, hold on, let me find it. It's ridiculous, dude. Dude, you want to talk? You
and I are going to be like, Dan, we were going to sign off an hour ago.
Yeah, we got to get out of here, dude.
I'm tired. It's 1:30 in the morning. This show. I said to Eric, well, we're going to do the show, and it's going to be tomorrow here. I got a game tonight.
And you know what? Here we go. Let's do this real quick, and now we got to get out of here. Glenn.
Yes, Joey. Yes.
Last 9 games, including tonight, and he did this, I think, in the 6th inning, somewhere around there. Giants are 6-57 with runners in scoring position.
So there you have it.
So that's where the blame needs to be. The Giants lineup. Pitiful.
I like that you
Actually,
agreed
it's more like
me.
6. I think it's more like 6 for 60 now.
I like that you agreed with me. Everybody's getting on board with me, Eric. You said it last night. I was proud of you. Proud of you're my only son. You were on the show last night, the Hot Corner, and what was it you said? Now I forgot. See, I'm so old. I forgot what you said. I had a thought and I lost it because it's so late.
It happens.
You said, what was I saying? I can't even remember what I said. Well, we'll pick this up where we left off on tomorrow night's show at what time are we going on tomorrow, Eric? Are we going? Listen, it's Tuesday here. Are we going on Thursday? No, what's today? Today is Tuesday. So I'll be doing the show Wednesday.
Yeah, probably Wednesday. I know. It sucks. All right.
What happens? Prediction time. What's happening tomorrow, Eric?
Oh, I can't.
Are we overdue for a call up for San Diego? I mean, if we can't get it done against somebody up from the minors, what?
No,
I don't know.
Maybe
I have another $329 win.
The way that this team is playing, I can't say I can't. I'm not seeing anything.
No, it's good news. The cops haven't showed up at your place or my place. We're all good.
Not yet.
I'll see you tomorrow night, guys.
Maybe guys.
If I don't die of heart failure between now and then. I'm
guys, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Dude.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.